On this special episode of So Dumb It's Criminal, pea-brain perpetrators meet their moronic match, while others let anger take the wheel and drive them straight to jail. You won't even want to take a bathroom break. It's all coming up on So Dumb It's Criminal. Welcome to So Dumb It's Criminal, the show that will make you want to kiss your mama for raising you right.
Yeah.
Say hello to my police lineup. Jim Jeffries and Diallo Riddle. And I can't forget the lady who brings some gravity to all depravity, my lovely clip keeper, Takara.
What up, Snoop?
So what are we starting with today, T?
Today we're gonna start with some people who didn't know it was time to shut the party down. Have you ever gotten so messed up you did something you regretted?
Probably got drunk when I should have got high.
That's me every day.
Yeah.
That's me every day.
I've gotten drunk and done some unfortunate people.
Oh, people, okay. Diallo, you've ever gotten so messed up that you did something that you regret?
You mean this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I always say that, like, I wish I was more of a appreciator of marijuana because I think that you can do stuff there and sort of maintain. I'm more of the drink until you black out and then you wake up and awkwardly ask your wife, so how was the end of the night? That's more my speed.
Okay. First up, we have some people who paid the prices for their vices. Check them out in High Crimes. We have the Malcolm X of beer drinkers. He got his party on by any means necessary. Check him out.
Let's check him out. See what he working with. Well, goddamn.
Oh.
I'm tired of waiting. I'm just coming in this motherfucker full fleet. Yeah, straight up. Let me back up.
No, not again.
Yeah, let me back this thing up. Now the door's open, I can go in there and get me something to drink now.
My phone says it's 8:59.
Look at this shit.
Wait a minute. He didn't even go through the biggest opening. He stuck his hand through the side.
That was great criminal thinking because you couldn't actually see his face.
Got you.
So he was actually looking out for himself when they put that on Channel 2 News. This is the suspect. We can't see half the motherfucker's face, but he was driving a big black truck.
But what was he stealing? Was it beer or something? Like, when I smash and grab, I go for the Cristal. That's just who I am.
He went
Cristal's never that high up on the shelf.
Yeah,
You're
he-
absolutely right.
I hate to see what this guy do if he lost the keys to his house.
Have you ever, like, really needed a drink, like, that bad?
Now.
Yeah. Next up, here is a British dude who brings new meaning to the phrase, piss off.
Oh, the nigga that peed on himself, cuz. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. First of all, what kind of dick he got where he can just pee straight up?
Like, he did that.
He's still going.
He achieved the perfect angle, apparently.
Am I the only one that was nervous at the fact that his mouth was open the whole time? It was getting so close.
I'll explain to you how dicks work, right? Most people, you go left or you go right, right? Unless you've got an erection you're trying to hide, which you put up into the belt.
Okay.
And it sits above you like a small tumor on your stomach.
Okay.
I suspect that man had an erection minutes before that happened and he done the upward bit. And then he was just pissing like a fountain.
That's amazing. I want to be able to do that one day. Just walk in the living room and say, hi, guys. Only motherfucker I know that do that is R. Kelly.
I wonder who this guy is in the background who's, like, peeking around the corner.
Does he even know he did this? Like, is he gonna see this video and be like, oh, I was peeing?
Pee is hot. You understand me?
What,
So,
you mean like sexy?
No, hell no. I mean, the temperature of pee is hot because it's coming out your hot-ass body, so
Which I find sexy.
it would have woke his ass up. If he was drunk, it should have woke him up. Like, what is this hot shit on me that's squirting out of me?
I mean, it spent a little time in the air. It might have cooled off. Anyway, here's a woman who didn't want the traffic camera to catch her drunk ass, so she did something about it. Let's see what she did.
Oh, come on.
She knocked the camera down? My idol. So the camera didn't see her do that?
No. Just the person behind her with the camera seen her do that.
I wonder how the person behind her knew to record.
It may have been road rage with her and the person that's filming. That's what I
Got
think.
you.
In the
That
road
makes
rage,
sense.
she got so out of control.
You think this is the first bit of dumb shit this lady has done today?
Yes.
This person was following her for miles. They had their camera out just hoping to catch something like this.
They caught something. All right. So next up, we have a dude who is so messed up, he left home without his ride and his pants.
Okay, that's my car. No one's in there. Okay? What? How are you poisoned? How are you poisoned? Sir! Sir! Hey, get out of there! Hey!
Well, we definitely know he's not black.
I mean, it's weird to me that the cop is this far away from
And his car
car.
is the open with the keys in it.
But also, you said, you know, he's not black. I don't know if he's human. He looks like just a glowing bit of light. He might be an angel.
I like how the cop turned into a parent. Hey, what are you doing there? Hey, you better come back from there. Hey, you better stop it.
He was calmly asking him, "Were you poisoned?" Like he's
Yeah.
looking for this man's excuses. It doesn't typically go that way. With
Yeah,
this.
normally it doesn't.
We got different experiences with the police. They don't never end like that.
Right. All right, next up, here's a guy trying to break into a donation box. This guy's gotta be under the influence of something other than the smell of mothballs and a love of secondhand clothes.
So I'm just leaving. Some guy's stealing from the donation box.
Oh no. Oh, he's gonna be stuck in there.
You not fucking getting out, you dummy.
He drives a Volvo. Like, what the fuck is happening here?
Maybe he had seller's remorse. Like his wife gave away one of his favorite jackets, and he's like, I fucking love that jacket. And then he went in to get it. But like, these clips are all very fun until we find out that guy's dead. You know, people went past that box and it smelt really bad, but we're all enjoying it on TV right now.
Look, I think you solved the mystery. It's that thing where, like, you have something you're throwing away and something valuable in the same hand, and then you have to, like, consciously think, okay, I'm going to throw this away, but not my keys. So he might have thrown his keys in there. He's just trying to get him
Ah,
back.
that's smart.
I've done that before.
Imagine driving by and somebody screaming from the box, I'm stuck in here.
I bought him at a Goodwill store a week later.
Next up, if you raise the roof too hard, people are probably gonna fall out of it.
Tuscumbia police say Wesley Boast managed to escape with an accomplice after tearing through the Waffle House like a tornado. It all happened Sunday morning when police believe Boast went into the bathroom, locked himself in, and tied an article of clothing to the door. He then climbed into the ceiling.
Holy fucking shit.
What the fuck is he doing? This dumb motherfucker right here.
After that happened, police say he took off, but not without leaving some evidence behind.
He left his license in his pants pocket.
And he left those pants at the Waffle House.
I'm mad because he at my favorite fucking restaurant doing this shit.
The Waffle House?
I
Can I
love the
just
Waffle
say,
House.
this wasn't even the craziest thing that happened at the Waffle House that morning.
Stay right there.
As a person who grew up in Atlanta, the Waffle House looks like this every day at about 3 a.m.
Right.
You know, of course it's going to fall like that. It's made out of waffles. Like, I don't want to tell you how to make your buildings, but structurally.
Yeah, you know what? I wish somebody pointed that out earlier.
What was he hiding again?
He locked himself in the bathroom and tied his shirt around the door. I don't know
Why?
what the fuck for.
Right. And then crawl
Well, you
through
don't
the
like to be
ceiling.
interrupted sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you want to have a nice smooth movement. And
Yeah.
At the Waffle House.
The lock was
At the Waffle
broken.
House.
He figured he'd make his own.
And the Waffle House bathrooms is nasty.
Oh,
like,
I mean, people been eating grits.
you be scared to pee in them motherfuckers. It be like, you go in that motherfucker, you gotta protect your dick when you pee. You like, for real, man, that motherfucker nasty.
I like how you use two hands to protect your dick. Mine's a little... Put a finger down.
Now, y'all know I always pay my bills. I'm always on time, so we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. What's next, T?
The best lawyers don't have any commercials, but the lawyers that do, they are my favorites. If you're in trouble, you better call these guys right here.
Brian Wilson, Texas Law Hawk. Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk. Oh. Talons of justice. Due process. Do wheelies.
I was sort of thinking that maybe the Hawk was the lawyer. This guy's just a stand-in, because, you know, when you show up at the law offices and there's a Hawk there, you're gonna have some questions.
This motherfucker right there riding on a real mini bike, man. Trying to get you to come let him represent you.
If somebody had like a commercial like this, would you let them rep you?
Fuck no. Fuck out of here.
It depends on my crime. If it's for disturbing the peace, you don't want that bloke, do you? Coming and going, what my client did was okay!
He screams everything.
All right, so these next lawyers are here to help you get high for the holidays.
Christmas weed, oh, Christmas weed. It's still a crime in Texas. Oh, Christmas weed, oh, Christmas weed. That's how I bought a Lexus.
Okay.
It's good to see Hall & Oates working again.
I just want to put out a warning. I smell narc. This sounds like the most narky song.
Why does he look so unhappy?
Probably because he's still working with a typewriter and not a computer.
Okay.
Also, do you think the bloke bought a Lexus just so I could rhyme with Texas?
Yes.
There's no other car.
They're like, hey, have you looked at the Avalon? He's like, no, I gotta rhyme this word.
Yeah.
It's very important to me that you show me one
I
car.
have a song in my future. This will come in very handy.
It's catchy. I mean, you know, I would remember it.
Do you think when you get caught with weed at Easter, they'd still represent you? Or are they just a purely Christmas weed-based company? Because I've had some Memorial Day weed incidences that I would like some help with.
If you ask me, clean-cut lawyers who drive Mercedes, they kind of corny. I want you to give me one driving a truck reckless, like this guy right here.
America is about freedom. I'm Adam Raposa. This is my truck. All I can think is, I'm a lawyer. Why don't you get in my way? I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. Don't get in my way. And if you're prosecuting my client, this is my truck. I am a lawyer. And I'm Adam Raposa. I'm Adam Raposa.
Wow.
I don't care what anyone says. White people are the best.
So he gonna have to defend himself at this point with all the crimes he just committed in this
there's
video.
so much wrong with this.
Right.
First off, he says, I am a lawyer 3 times. At some point, you start to think, this man's not a lawyer.
Right.
Like if your spouse says, I am not cheating on you 3 times, you start to think, they're cheating on me.
Yeah. I can't imagine what sex is like with this guy. Does he yell his name every time?
I am coming. You're about to receive some cum.
When I seen him, I fell in love with him. I was like, you know what, I gotta meet this motherfucker to see if he really is who he say he is, because I just want to believe the fact that this is actually what it is. So here today on the show is lawyer, patriot, and champion, Adam Raposa. Adam Raposa, what's happening, baby?
What's good?
Glad to have you on the show, first and foremost. For your ad, you practice like, you know, crazy law or whatnot, but what is it that you really do as far as for people that come into your office? What do you provide?
Man, I'm gonna tell you straight, I represent a lot of the gangster constituency. Most of the time, these are known acquaintances in the underworld, and that forms a large bulk of my practice. People who are on the street doing gangster shit.
Right.
You're gonna get a $100,000 lawyer for $10,000.
So I see you got a picture of my late great homeboy Tupac behind you.
I love Tupac and I love all of his lyrics. Obviously his rap style's great, but what he really raps about, don't be ashamed of who you are.
So, Adam, I want you to give us a basic representation of what you do and how you do it. We want to see it live and direct.
Oh, yeah.
Let me show you a video, and you tell me what advice you'd give the guy if he was your client.
That's pretty easy.
Now, he was pulled over for allegedly driving drunk on a riding lawnmower.
What's going on?
Yeah.
You know you're in the road, right?
Was I?
You were. How much do you have to drink tonight?
A couple.
A couple?
I have had maybe a little too much to drink tonight.
Okay. And you're operating a motor vehicle essentially
on the side of the road.
You weren't on the side. I observed you in the middle of the road. And back there.
Well, can we just give me a ticket and be done with that?
So I'm going to ask you one more time if you want to do these exercises.
No, sir.
You don't?
Just take me to jail.
Motherfucker ain't got time for no exercise. What can I say?
What
can I
advice
say?
would you give him?
Oh, I would absolutely characterize that as unauthorized highway maintenance. That's all that was. That is not operating a motor vehicle. Nobody who has sports themselves from location to location ever employs a riding lawnmower. That's a known. This is unauthorized highway maintenance at best.
Unauthorized highway maintenance. I like that terminology. And it was within the law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. If anything, they need to give him a check for all his hard work, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're willing to forgo that.
It's my kind of lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
We got to wrap this up, but we want to thank my main man, Adam, for coming through. Adam, you are truly an original. And if I'm ever in Texas and if I do a crime, you're going to be the first motherfucker I reach out for. But before I get to that, I would love for you to give us your catchphrase, the shit that you known for. Hit us one time, Woody.
I am a lawyer.
We'll be right back. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, brother. Welcome back to Cara. What criminal behavior are we digging into next?
And now, another episode of What's in Your Pants, where people think they're magicians, but instead of a hat, they pull all types of shit out of their pants. All right, so this next dude didn't have a concealed weapon, but he did have plenty of concealer. Watch what happens when he gets caught by security after a trip to the makeup aisle.
Oh, he's taking it out of his pants?
Yeah. That's the whole shelf. You walked into the store and walked out the aisle and the whole shelf was gone.
He gonna get his ass beat when he get home and this girl gonna smell all that makeup and lip gloss and shit on him and be like, explain this shit. How did it get on your pants by your dick? I don't wanna hear that shit. But baby, I was stealing some shit for you.
My favorite part of this whole clip is at the very end when like he just looks and he
He's like, that's everything.
What he doing?
He's a gentleman thief.
Yeah.
Like he's the Thomas Crown of Sephora.
So question, have you ever bought something from someone else that you knew was stolen?
Definitely.
I definitely have.
I buy shit all the time that I know that's stolen.
I'll tell you what though about the buying things that are stolen. I had a friend once who was shoplifting when we were kids, and he fucking shoplifted Tic Tacs.
Me
right?
too.
Yeah, but when the security guard goes, "Hey," and then you step away. What have you got in your pocket? Nothing. If you want to shoplift, take the Mentos.
I took the entire 12-pack
Yeah.
of Tic Tacs. Yeah, and put them in my book bag.
You're a criminal, but you tasted lovely.
All right, so this next lifter is what I call a meat magician.
Give me that crap now.
Oh, he got on a
No.
fake-ass Jerry Rice jersey.
Those is ribs. He's finna barbecue.
Hey, man, look here. We had a bunch of bitches at the house. Got that hamburger meat. That's that hamburger meat to go with the spaghetti. That's the motherfucking hamburger meat to go with the tacos.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
I got that,
Another rib.
that baby back ribs that I was gonna saute them. Then down here on this side, I got that pork ribs.
Snoop, he's one of those people that showed up at the barbecue with nothing, and then they like, oh, you can't come in here with nothing. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
I thought when you said meat magician, it was like every man, when they sit on the toilet, we put our cock and balls between our legs and go, I'm a lady, just to ourselves as a bit of fun.
Okay.
So true. So true.
Wow. Do you guys agree with that? Like, I don't know. Every man. Okay. All right.
I will have to disagree with that.
I was hoping. I was looking at you like, give me something here, please.
You've never put your dick between your legs and done the mangina and gone, this is a bit of fun.
All right, so next up, here's a lady who is redefining the term bottle service.
She got a lot of room, too. Okay, there you go. Get it together. I'm gonna get this one right here, because I know
This
they
one for
like
my
this.
Auntie
Yeah, they
Gina.
like this shit here.
Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one for Cheryl. She like wine.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna look suspicious while I'm doing it, too. I'm gonna look real suspicious, so nobody know what I'm doing. I'm gonna look like I'm stealing.
And I'm gonna pay for this one here.
I'm gonna take some more shit. I got these big-ass drawers on. I'm gonna put some in my drawers.
Well, they're not gonna find that for weeks.
She lifted her titty and put it under.
Do you notice how she didn't take nothing from the bottom shelf? She was all, like, top shelf shit, like...
Yeah.
Sometimes you over-invite to the party. I actually feel a lot of empathy for that. I want to find out who she is. You know, Drake sent, 6 bottles of Charlemagne? Let's send her 18 bottles of Cuervo.
Do you reckon she emptied all the bottles out and then thought, oh, here we go, here, have the party, and then like 2 weeks later she lifts her tit up and a bottle of gin fell out? I forgot that was up there.
What's next, my clipstress?
There are all types of crimes, but the ones that never get too tired or old is good old-fashioned thievery. It's time for Let's Get Lifted. Rule number 1 when stealing, always watch your step, especially when you're trying to steal a manhole cover like this guy.
A manhole cover?
Why?
What do you get for this?
There's a black market for manhole covers.
It can't be.
There is. They melt them down.
It can't be. You dumb motherfucker.
People don't realize that's why manholes exist. It's to stop moments like this. They're built for this.
Bring that video back. Let me see. Bring it back.
Ow!
Did it hit his hand?
That shit hurt.
That knee is done.
Do you reckon the guy on the motorbike knew him?
That was his getaway ride.
But what was the point of stealing the cover? Did he have a hole near his house that was uncovered? That he'd already previously fallen into?
I'm tired of getting these tires fixed.
The dude on the bike is like trying to talk some sense into him. He's like, what are you doing? What do you need this for?
Look at you, Jeff. You've got a manhole cover on your shoulder, man.
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Maybe the guy lives down there.
All right, so now check out this woman who almost had a great excuse for not having her work done the next day.
She holding on to the charger?
What kind of laptop is that?
Yeah, that can't be an iPad. Those chargers fall out if you sneeze.
Oh, they fighting this off with chairs.
Oh, yeah. Look, have you ever seen someone tame a lion? Chairs where it's at, I'm telling you.
I want to go back because I want to pay attention to the bartender first, because he was very uninterested in the beginning. Let's watch the bartender. Look at Cuz. I'm gonna clean this shit up real quick. I want to make me a drink. Oh, he stole your laptop. Oh, he did? Oh shit. You gonna get it back? Shit. Oh, you got this shit. Hey man, get this shit back.
You stop it. You stop.
He's still very uninterested through this entire ordeal.
Look how he
He's just
looking.
chilling.
Hey man, are you serious? You back? Come on, man.
You know why? Because he's the one who called him and said, hey, somebody here with a laptop.
Those people who go into Starbucks with a laptop are the fucking worst, and they deserve this.
Oh, that's what happens when you overstay.
Oh, my God, these people who sit there like, I'm important and I'm writing a script. Do it at fucking home.
This is definitely in Amsterdam or Norway or some shit. These little ass tables and the baby benches.
I gotta say, this restaurant's food must be shit because it's 7:41 and there's no one in there.
We gotta take a break, but we'll be right back with more foolishness and criminality. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. Let's dig into some mentality of some more criminality. Takara, where you at?
All right, here's some people who found out what goes around comes back around. This is instant karma. Now, this is a delivery guy about to take off. This dude rolls up and pulls out a knife.
Motorcycle, bicycle. Hey, man, what's going on? What's happening? I'm finna pull it out, and I'm finna make you give me your shit.
He's taking a long time.
If I can just get it out these tight-ass pants.
Bro!
That's my kind of hero. We need to get that motherfucker on the show.
So-
Whoever just hit the nigga in the car, I want him on the show.
Let's replay this again. So that was a delivery guy coming to deliver food, and the guy was coming up to rob him.
You never bring a knife or a gun to a car fight.
Yeah.
You're not gonna win.
He took a long time to get the knife out.
I agree. It took a long time to get the knife out, and that guy's on a bike, and you're on a motored vehicle. Like, I would have been taken off by that time, right?
But the motorcycle was unscathed. See how that motherfucker just moved right on time? Let's see it one more time. I want to see his whiplash. I like this part.
But for me, it's now you're facing charges.
Not really.
No?
I'm the fuck out of there. It was a black vehicle. What was the license? I just seen a nigga on the front laying back.
And he not gonna say nothing because you saved him.
Thank
so, okay. All right, so if you see this next kid come out of an elevator, turn your ass around and take the stairs.
Oh, come on, PP.
He peeing?
Look at PP. Oh, look at old PP.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
But
He just
on the
gonna hit every
buttons?
floor. Let me get the top floor, too. Let me get the suites.
Let me go ahead and get that fire alarm button.
Why
Ten
he
out
peeing
suite.
so much? Like, it's just a lot of pee.
You gotta understand, this is a rite of passage. We've all done this before.
Now he
I've
gotta
never
touch
done
his
that.
own pee. You see that? He had to touch his own pee.
Yeah, you can touch your own pee. It's other people's pee that bothers you.
He didn't put enough thought in this. That's the problem.
Oh, he short-circuited the thing and it doesn't work now and he's stuck inside the lift. Oh, that's where the karma bit came in. I understand this segment now.
Oh, okay. So he got stuck in there.
Yes, he short-circuited the electrical system when he peed on it. And now he got to touch his own pee to get out, and he's stuck in the elevator.
With a Chinese movie that's coming out next week. Yo, dumbass.
I think they're in China. There they just call it a movie.
Yeah, you gonna miss the motherfucking premiere.
Did you see his little panic move, though? He said, oh.
When they come and catch him, you know when you're a kid and you make up a lie, you'll be like, a guy ran in here and he pissed on the thing and I tried to stop him. But then he left and the door shut and then I got locked in.
All right, so next up, here's a dude who wanted to torch a barbershop, but karma had other plans. Oh, man. There you go. There you go.
You gotta stop and roll. Yeah.
He had to kick his motherfucking shoe off because that motherfucker was hot.
That's what I always think. Whenever I see someone that's just wearing one shoe, I always think they've probably got a good story.
I just want to point out when this guy's in jail and they're like, hey, you know, I'm tough, man. I'm tough. Then they show them that video.
Bro, this you on the TV?
Okay, we go back to the car. Why has he got both car doors open? That makes for a bad getaway.
This is a dumbass criminal. First of all, you pull your car up to the scene of the crime. You jump out and commit arson, and then you commit arson on your dumbass self.
Then stayed on the camera and ran around the back of the building.
He ran to every camera.
Yes.
He ran to every camera. He's like, I need to make sure. It's like that screen test on your iPhone. You want to get the full face.
Yeah.
That's it for the show. I'd like to thank my guest, the one and only from the land down under, Jim Jeffries in the motherfucking house. And to his left, the exceptional writer, actor, director, / friend of mine, Diallo Riddle. And my magnificent clipstress, Takara. Stay safe, stay out the way, and keep them cameras away from you if you plan on doing some crimes or your dumb ass is gonna be on my show. Peace.